Nothing is more heartbreaking than wanting something more than anything and working as hard as you possibly can for it, and then being met with an obstacle that seems almost impossible to overcome. I had an experience like this. It was my spring semester of my junior year of high school, and one of my best friends had convinced me to rejoin the football team after taking a year off. With a lot of consideration, I wasn't really sure. I ended up going talking to the head coach. He told me that I could be on the team if I gained 50 pounds within the next couple months and showed him that I really wanted this and that I worked hard for it. And I accepted those conditions. I said, yes, sir. And I got straight to work. I was eating about 5 to 7 meals a day, working out 1, 2, sometimes even 3 times a day. Every day it was a repeating schedule of working out, eating, and sleeping, getting a lot of sleep. And all throughout the spring semester, through the rest of that semester, I was at the school Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 a.m. And I was at the school until 5 p.m. every single day after school. Summer came along and same thing. I was there 6:30 a.m. every day of the week. I had a job also, so I was working and still eating as much as I could to get those 50 pounds that coach wanted. Into summer came, beginning of the season came, and I had gained the 50 pounds. I was now 230 pounds, and I was ready to play. Our first game came up, and this is my first time playing against anyone since ninth grade, because I was injured my 10th grade year. Junior year, I took a year off. Senior, I was back. So, first real competition since ninth grade, and it didn't go as planned. It wasn't the best game for me. It wasn't the worst, but I knew that I needed to work on a lot for the rest of the season. So during that next week leading up to our next game, I worked as hard as I could. Studied the playbook, worked out, practiced, everything. Did everything I could. And I went out starting at offensive tackle for that game. And about the end of the first quarter, our defensive end got injured. And coach told me that I was going to have to go in for defensive end as well. So I did, and I hadn't played that position since 7th grade. But I did as coach told, and I went out there, and they taught me plays on the field, and it was a great game. I had some tackles, had some sacks, played the whole entire game. Maybe had 5 minutes off the whole game, and that was that. Got home after the adrenaline had run off, I'm tired, and I tried getting out of my truck. And that's whenever I hit the asphalt and couldn't stand. My knee, something was wrong with it. I knew right away. I hobbled up to the house, took some ibuprofen, decided I was going to sleep it off. But then when I woke up the next morning, it was no better. It might have actually been worse, and I was in a lot of pain. So called my coach, set up a doctor's appointment, and this is after the second game of the season. Go get an MRI, go get an x-ray. They can't find anything. Nothing's visibly wrong is what the doctor said, so he couldn't treat anything. But he said I couldn't play. So I was out for about 2 weeks. I was on the sideline helping coach, watching them practice, and that's when I decided that wasn't going to be enough for me, that I wanted to be out there. Like, I worked this hard. I deserved to play the season. So went and talked with the trainers. We figured some stuff out. Made this custom tape job for my leg that went up to my quad, all the way past my calf. So giant thing, couldn't straighten my leg. Put a knee brace on top of that. So that comes with a lot of problems, like calf cramps and just the leg not working as well as it should. Well, with that, I went on for the rest of the season, and I helped secure a conference championship, the first one since 1975 at my school. And we had a little playoff run go. So the season ended up being fantastic. It was a great season, but I'll never forget the fear that I felt whenever I thought it was going to be all over after the second game. I worked so hard to get there, and then it was over in the blink of an eye. And I learned a lot of things from this, one being that if you truly want something in life and you want to work as hard as you can, you will succeed. It just has to be about how bad you want it, how bad you're going to work, Second thing is, whenever you think you're going to fail, you can't just give up. You can't just turn over. You have to fight, show them that they're wrong. And the last thing I learned is that I had friends and family. I had a family all around me, my coaches, my friends, my teammates, they were there for me the whole time, encouraging me to get better, helping me out with anything I needed. And it was just really heartwarming to know that there was that many people around me that cared that much about me. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my speech, and hopefully y'all can take something from it. Thank y'all.